Hello, folks. We're here in Oregon today. I am getting ready to do a drop, and then I will be able to bobtail home. But I am here, Santiam River, and it is extremely flooded. There's a ton of water. If you can see the water right there, there's the trees. I mean, that's how high up it is, and it's not very far. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe like 5 feet. 5 feet, yeah, about 5 feet from overflowing into the rest stop here. But yeah, Santiam River rest stop, rest area. Really nice place. If there's any drivers out there that need a nice quiet spot, I mean, it's right next to the freeway, but it's, it's nice. The river's nice. The river's flowing really quick, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I've seen it flow this fast. I've been here a few times. It's a really nice place. And there's plenty of space to walk your dog. I mean, I've had little Tucker with me, and he's he's had plenty of space to do his business out here. I obviously don't let him off leash, but yeah, no, great place here. So what I was trying to what I'm going to be talking about actually is, so I just I did a week in California. I've been doing California a lot with this new gig that I've been at for the last 2 months. And one thing that I think is really important for all drivers, especially newer drivers who are not entirely familiar with California and their laws. For one, they are in a blinker fluid drought, so there's not a whole lot of blinker fluid to go around for everybody. So if you see a car that doesn't use their blinker, that's probably why. They're probably out. They probably can't refill it, or the husband is letting the wife use the rest of the blinker fluid rations for that month. So if you find yourself wanting to scream at every single car that doesn't use their blinker, which is like 80% of all the drivers in California, it is actually legal. I want to say it was anywhere from like 100 feet to 200 feet if you go to change into the next lane and there's either no one in that lane behind you that you're going to be crossing over into, or you're like 200 or 300 feet away in between that person. You don't have to use your blinker at all, which is completely bogus. But I guess growing up in Washington, you kind of use your blinker for everything. Washingtonians are usually pretty good at using their blinker. There are those random people that don't, but those are probably people that have either just learned the bad habit or had a family member that lived in California. But I've also noticed that a lot of Oregonians do the same exact thing. So there's probably a lot of transplants that have come up here, and the same thing in Washington. So anyways, number two about California and the laws and whatnot, make sure to watch your speed. The 60-something days that I've been traveling throughout California, never thought that I ever really needed to worry about it until a few days ago. I was going 62. My truck is governed, by the way, so you can't go over 65. And radar said that they caught me at 69, right? Wrong. That's totally wrong. I didn't even think to even say or ask, if when the last time their radar was even, recalibrated, because I know that was completely wrong. I had a unloaded trailer, so it was light. The only way to really get your truck over 65 when you're governed, is you're, hammered all the way down, pedal to the metal, and you're cresting at the top of a hill, and then when you start to go down, you might hit like 68, 67, and then it drops back down to 65. So, I know that after a little bit of thinking, after everything was all said and done, and I was just trying to process everything, they were pulling my leg, and I should have stuck up for myself. But with me, I get really nervous with cops. I really do. It's just something that I've always had. I've always had a real bad nerve issue with cops. It's just more of like the authority thing. They kind of have your whole entire life, your work and everything all in the palm of their hands. No disrespect to law enforcement, but I think everybody's ran into a couple of bad apples, and so everybody has a story. But anyways, watch your speed. I wouldn't go anything over 57, 58. Anything after that, you're really chancing it. I've talked to another person. They said, yeah, they've been warned time and time again, don't go over 55, or don't go 5 over, because they've been known to do that. And apparently they've also been known to pull you over and do full-blown inspections. So don't give them a reason to screw you over. Anyways, it's only tea right now as far as trucking. This whole last week, I did decide to leave Tucker at home. He was out with me for about 2 weeks, and I felt like he just needed some home time. He misses his grandpa, and he misses his other buddy Shep. He's got a big old collie buddy at home. So anyways, he'll be with me next week. Then we will be the dynamic duo, canine and human, trucker and trucker, 4-legged and 2-legged, the original Truckin' with TNT. But those are my words of wisdom. Don't speed in California. It's not worth it, especially because now that affects my CSA, and it also affects my private insurance. As of which, what I was trying to tell everybody in the last video, one thing that I did get is I got myself a new vehicle. I upgraded. I finally did what I've been wanting to do for a while, and I got a 2017 Dodge Challenger RT with the 5.7 liter V8, and it is a beast. Let me tell you what, it is great. I didn't want to go anything higher than that because I would more than likely lose my license. I love the Challenger, and I love how fast it goes, and I love the noise that it comes with, and I also love the fact that I went and got a mid-muffler delete, and it sounds so beautiful. Anyways, guys, that is my update. I know I haven't done an update in a while. I know that I have quite the family followership that are watching these videos, so shout out to all you guys. Grandma, Aunt Michelle, I heard that you're watching them, so hello. Mom and Jeff. I don't think my dad's watching them, but my grandpa might. I don't know. And anybody else who's watching them, I appreciate it. I'm not really, I don't know, just make videos as they come. It's not really good to have content of getting pulled over, and that's your talking points, but it is, it's a learning experience. And if there's a couple of people that watch this who are new and on the road, and they get to, say, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't be going over 62 when I go through California. So, yeah, guys, take it easy. I'll see you next time. And I am actually on my other 2 channels, and I'm actually thinking about making another one for the actual Hemi. I think I'm going to name it the Bearded Hemi, and we'll see where that takes off. But I think I'm gonna renew one of my music royalty memberships, so I can start using music and not get like a copyright issue. And I think I'm gonna bust out the old video editor again and start using my camera, because I think I spent all that money on that camera and I barely use it anymore, and I think I really should. I've gotten some other hits on some other videos on my other channel, things that involve like firearms and whatnot, and so I think there's a little bit of interest in those things, and I could see that there's actually a little bit of interest in the truck driving videos as well. And it's not every day that or not all the time that a family member is a truck driver, and there is interest of what goes on the road, and sometimes it can be boring. Most of the time it's the same old thing, different day. And a lot of truck drivers will say the same thing, that you call a family member and you're doing the same thing, you're just on the road, there's nothing special. And usually it's a really good thing if nothing special is happening, because that means that there's no accidents, there's no slowdowns, you're not stuck in traffic. So anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you on the next one.